Okay, I guess you can see most of this. Okay, so for now, let's put that over here. And
KC1 ERN, KC1 ERN.
I'm going to start by taking this off. I think. So let's do this first. Let's
KC1 ERN,
move this.
KC1 ERN, KC1 New York.
The one that we're going to be working on is the one we'll get up here first.
KC1 UUX, clear launcher.
Tomato, tomato. There we go. So meanwhile, let's see what I can come up with here. Get all this stuff off and save it because I want to use it. So I don't have to try doing this again and bending them again. Now, I just dropped a washer, but I got tons of them. But if I keep dropping them, I won't have. Oh, there it is. You guys notice that they're never where you drop them? Now, I may have a little problem here. And that problem being the wiring, because when I put this in, I made it so I can replace the lights, but replace the lights somewhere relative close to where they were with the wiring. I got a squeaky floor right here. I gotta do something about that. Every time I step on it, it feels like sounds like I'm stepping on a mouse. I don't think there's a joint there. I'll have to check it later. I'm not going to let it bother me now. Okay. That takes care of that. Now what's inside, these are actually, these nuts, or bolts rather, they're actually welded in there. Are you seeing what I'm doing here? Because I can't see the camera right now. So, yeah, they're actually welded. They were made so that I didn't have to worry about going nuts trying to get in there with a wrench. It was easier just to stick a tack in there. If I hit it with a hammer, I'm sure they'll come out, but I'm not looking to take them out anyway. Like I said, this bar will still have use if I want it. So I'm not going to destroy the bar, unless I have to, but I don't want to. The only problem I'm going to have is I put this black silicone in here that is not dry, so you can see what's going to happen here. So I am going to end up with a mess on my hands. Now, I don't need all this wire, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. The wire isn't an issue at this point, as long as I have at least 6 inches. It's not too bad today. It's cold. It's brisk. It definitely is cold. If the wind blows, you're cold. But it's not totally unbearable. I mean, if I had to work in this weather, it wouldn't bother me because I'd be properly equipped for it. And then if I was out there for 10 minutes, I would acclimate to it, because it doesn't change that drastically when you're out there in the wind. But it is cold. I didn't check to see on the thermostat. Okay. Good. So this gives me an idea of what I see and what I don't see, and what I have and what I don't have. There. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have a couple here with a little bit of a mess. Yeah, right here. So let me get another pair of cutters, because I don't want to use those cutters. I use those. I'll have a little things, and I don't want any goop all over them. So let me cut this one off right here. Let me cut this one off. Actually, I can save some of that right there. There. Let me cut this one off right here. And this one right here. Yeah. Let me wipe this off. Whoop. Yeah, drop that, why don't you? Okay, I will. See, that gloop shouldn't be there. Cut that off right there. Okay. So I gotta clean the wires up on that one. Clean the wire up on this one. This one I'm not too worried about, so I'm going to cut the wire off so it doesn't get in my way and touch a lot of crap. Ugh, messy. Alright. Okay, so much for that so far. Let me cut this one. There. Okay. Now, these I can get, I think, with this. Well, I guess I'm not going to get it with this one. Hold on, guys. be here all day looking, so I don't want the long one on there, but I'll use it for now. I mean, it looks like a lot of work. It's not work more than it's time. I mean, I don't like redoing it over and over again. I'm sure you guys don't like seeing it over and over again. But on the other hand, it's just got to get done. So I'm going to just do what I got to do. Now these, I don't want to ruin them because I don't want to have to order. Again, I don't mind. Somebody asked me a question, Chris, Outdoors, the other day about, is this like, you know, out of pocket? Well, it is. But I don't mind owning my own stuff. And if I gotta do this in order to own it, well, you know what, I don't care. It doesn't bother me all that much. Is it money? Well, it is. But you know what, they kind of compensate us on a lot of this stuff, so it's not like it's totally out of pocket. Now, when I say compensates, you know, if I spend $100, you're not going to give me $100. So let's put it that way. And a few of us have our own stuff, and they also supply stuff, but you know, it's a pretty good operation. And if my own stuff breaks, you know, and it was mine and it broke because I was using it on the job, you know, they take care of it in a sense, you know, from the budget. Now this one's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. I can see it now. See, if I didn't care, I'd just pull on this, but I don't want to just pull on it because I do need X amount of wire to do what I have to do, especially in the red and the black. So I got to get the red and the black out without doing too much damage. So let's see here. You see, I didn't leave a lot of room for error because I didn't want a lot of jiggle room and then have it chafe. Again, the only two that I'm worried about are the red and the black. Okay, now a lot of this I'll go through, clean them up, and get all the tips on the wires and everything marked and organized so that everything is basically done. Here we go. There. Okay, so now we have a bar. I'm going to let all this crap dry in here before I even think about cleaning it, because it'll clean easier, I think, once it dries. And now that it's inside, it'll dry a lot easier, quicker rather, and it won't be as messy to clean because I can just pull it. Okay, so here's the red, which controlled one of these and the other one. All right. And this red controlled the center one that was by itself. That's the one that I couldn't find. So alright, so meanwhile, let me you know what, I'll just, is it still recording? Yeah, so the battery's still good? Okay. I'm going to just put this over here for a minute. If I can find a place. Oh, geez, never enough room. I was actually talking with a friend of mine today that I met at the coffee shop. He happened to come in when I was with Tom and Paulie, and his name is Dave, and he's a contractor, so he does, you know, buildings and stuff like that. See, this one I don't like because it's not a surface mount, and I like the surface mount. You know, I don't like these standoffs. You know, they just don't look right. But you know, I'm not going to go out and spend a lot of money to get more of these. If you know, and just go crazy with it, it's just not going to happen. All right, so let me get some goof off. So I was talking with Dave because he does buildings. You know, he's a contractor. He builds garages, houses, stuff like that. So I was talking to him. I said, you know, do you have anything? Do you know of anybody around here that sells prefab stuff? You know, and not that I want to add on, but I'm thinking about having some type of a work garage. Now, I don't do a lot of car repair stuff. I just don't do it. But for instance, right now, I could be doing this inside a heated garage instead of outside. And the alarm with the auto start that's still not hooked up, I could be doing that. Because I'd be inside a heated garage and not outside freezing my ass off. And it's hard enough trying to get up in there to do what you're doing. You know, between the glasses not cooperating because you're always looking through the top and you need glasses to see what you're doing. Well, if you can't get the bifocal the other way, well then you can't see what the hell you're doing, so the glasses are no good to you. So between dealing with that and then dealing with, you know, a bad back and a bad shoulder and cold weather, I mean, it's just, you know, a lot of crap you got to deal with. You know, if I can eliminate one of the elements like cold weather, then I can take time to take care of the rest of the stuff. You know, I can work around not seeing or getting myself tucked up inside. Okay, so now over here I have one of these and a couple of screws. So we get put that in there where I can.
I identify myself as Data, advising you to stop your attack. The humans here are powerful, capable of injuring or even destroying you. Now I call back. Suggest moving fast to confirm what I told you, sir. Provisions use the large transporter in cargo lift 3. There are to be about some living pattern, perhaps a large tree, which will leave overnight to the end. That's correct, Riker. Our ship's phasers will then blast and disintegrate it, proving we are dangerous. Greetings, sir. Sir. Do it.
Sir, I know you've been physically attacking Edson.
Shut up, Wesley. Your technical superiors to let me know what he does.
I think I'm not a big Star Trek. I don't consider myself a Trekkie. I enjoy some of it. I watch it. Yeah, I watch them all. You know, the Enterprise, Voyager, Next Generation. The old ones look corny after looking at the new ones, but the older ones, the originals, so-called. But, yeah, so it's better than watching crap on TV, in my opinion. And even though it's another form of crap, it's crap. But out of all of them, so far, that I can remember, this is the worst one yet. And this is the one where they find parts of Data or Data's brother, and they put them together, and now he's gonna, you know, take over everything because he's proven himself to be a bad guy, and he's taking over Data's position, and they don't know it.